Okay, now we are going to learn how to ask people to do something for you. Vamos a aprender a cómo pedirle a la gente que haga algo, something, que haga algo por ti. Okay? This is the first conversation, yes? But according to the list, or according to the order, this is the conversation number 13. All right, let's see. The first line is, could you open the window, please? Sure. Could you, cuando pedamos un favor, vamos a empezar con could you. ¿Podrías? Could you open the window, please? Sure, seguro. Let me show you some alternatives, okay? You could replace the expression open the window by turn on the light, turn on the heater, turn on the fan, turn on the radio. Turn on, encender. Encender la luz, el calentador, el ventilador, la radio. Okay? You could also say, could you pass me the salt? Close the door. Close the fridge door. Close the coffee maker. Cerrar la puerta del refrigerador o la cafetera. Could you read this paper? Leer este documento. Or you can say, could you proofread this article? Proofread, revisar, en busca de errores. Este artículo. Well, you can say sure, of course, but there are other alternatives, yeah? Instead of saying sure, you could say of course, no problem, my pleasure, or simply say yep. Of course, desde luego, no problem, very easy, my pleasure, very easy, yep. It's kind of like yes, all right? Now, let's duet this conversation. Come on, I go first. Hey, could you proofread this article for me, please? Thank you very much. You are the best. All right, switch. You go first. Come on. Of course, no problem. All right, very good. Let's continue. Conversation 14. The first line is, could you make me a cup of tea, please? Yes, of course. Could you make me, hacerme una taza de té? Let's see the alternatives. Remember, the idea is to personalize as much as possible each line. Oops, I'm sorry. 14, this one is the correct one. Okay. Could you prepare something to eat, please? Well, this is another way to ask that. Could you prepare something to eat or to drink? In this case, make me a cup of tea. This is a drink, so you could use a drink in this place, all right? But let me show you some alternative for make me a cup of tea. You can say, buy some food, do me a favor, leave me alone, drop me off in, pick me up in, take a ride. Buy some food, comprar comida, do me a favor, hacerme un favor, leave me alone, dejarme solo o sola. Drop me off in, dejarme en tal lugar, en tal parte. Pick me up in, recogerme en un lugar. Okay? Take a ride, darme una vuelta, un paseo en tu carro. Okay? Yes, of course. Well, you can change these expressions. Oh, sorry, this expression. Sure, no problem. At your service. Okay? At your service, a tu servicio. You say this when you are very, very kind and generous as well. Alright, let's duet this conversation. I go first, alright? Could you do me a favor, please? Oh, thank you very much. The thing is... Alright, switch. You go first, come on. Oh, of course. I am at your service. Very good. Excellent. Let's continue. Conversation 15. The first person says, could you give me his phone number, please? I'm sorry, but I don't know his number. Could you give me, darme, ¿podrías darme su número de teléfono? Lo siento, no sé su número. Well, you can ask for something else. Pueden preguntar o pedir algo más. For example, his email address, his social media account, his postal address, his company name, his passport number. Well, this is personal information. If you don't want to tell anyone this information, you could say, for example, I apologize, I cannot reveal this personal information. Me disculpo, no puedo revelar esta información personal. Or you can say, my apologies, I cannot tell you this. Mis disculpas, no puedo decirte esto. Okay? Let's duet this conversation. I go first. Let's see. Hey, could you give me his passport number, please? Okay, I understand. Switch. You go first. Come on. Oh, I apologize. I cannot reveal this personal information. Very good. Let's continue. Conversation 16. Again, here we have two people. The first person says, could you look after my son tonight? I'm afraid I can't. I'm working an evening shift today. Could you look after? ¿Podrías cuidar a mi hijo esta noche? I'm afraid I can't. Temo que no puedo. I'm working an evening shift. Estoy trabajando en un turno nocturno. A shift es un turno. Un turno nocturno hoy en la noche. Alright? Well, you could ask something different. Could you, for example, take care of my pets? Take care of my babies? Or take care of my daughter? Look after and take care are basically the same, okay? Instead of saying, I'm afraid I can't, you could say, I'm really sorry, I can't make it today. And instead of saying, I'm working an evening shift today, you could say, I have a conflicting schedule tonight. Or you could say, I'm tied up tonight. Let's understand these expressions. I'm sorry, I can make it today. No puedo hacerlo hoy. Well, this is pretty direct. I have a conflicting schedule tonight. Tengo un horario conflictivo hoy. Como complicado. Un horario complicado el día de hoy. O, para sonar un poco más natural, podríamos decir I'm tied up. Estoy súper apretado esta noche. Okay? Estoy súper ocupado, apretado esta noche. Very good. Let's duet this conversation. I go first. All right? I have to ask you a favor. Could you take care of my daughter tonight? I understand. Thanks anyway. Okay, now Switch, you go first. Come on. Oops, I'm sorry, but I can't make it today. I'm tied up tonight. Yeah. Very good. Let's continue. Conversation 17. The first person says, do you mind moving your seat so that I and my friend could sit? No, of course not. This is a positive answer. ¿Cómo así que un no es una respuesta positiva? Bueno, interpretemos esto. Do you mind? ¿Te importaría? ¿Te importaría mover tu asiento de tal forma que, so that, de tal forma que mi amigo y yo podamos sentarnos? No, claro que no. O sea, no me importaría hacerlo. Es una respuesta positiva, ¿ok? You can personalize each line, of course. Yeah, so you can say, do you mind changing your seat so my family could sit together? Or, do you mind scooting over so my friends could sit closer to me? Changing your seat, cambiar tu asiento, así que de tal forma que mi familia pueda sentarse juntos o junta. Scooting over is like moverse, un lugar, como correrse. ¿Podrías correrte de tal forma que mis amigos puedan sentarse más cerca de mí, closer to me? No, of course. Well, you can say no, not at all. Not at all. Or not at all. No, no problem. Very good. Not at all is en lo absoluto. No en lo absoluto. Okay? Let's duet this conversation. I go first. Excuse me. Do you mind scooting over so my friends could sit closer to me, please? Thank you very much. All right, switch. You go first. Come on. Oh, not at all. I'll do it. Very good. Okay, now let's check the last conversation of this video class. Okay, now let's check the last conversation of this video. Conversation 18. Do you mind lending me some money? I'm sorry, I'm broke. Do you mind lending me some money? ¿Te importaría? Do you mind? ¿Te importaría? Y el verbo debe ir con ing. Do you mind lending me? ¿Prestarme algo de dinero? Lo siento. Estoy vaciado. Decimos en Colombia, estoy vaciado o estoy quebrado. Yeah. Eso sería una respuesta negativa. Alright? Let me show you the alternatives. For example, do you mind giving me some coins? You say this if you are in public transport or in public transportation. Do you mind lending me your books? Or do you mind offering me some job opportunities? Or do you mind being my guarantor? Giving me some coins, darme algunas monedas, lending me your books, prestarme tus libros, offering me some job opportunities, ofrecerme alguna oportunidad de trabajo o algunas oportunidades de trabajo, being my guarantor, ser mi fiador. El fiador es la persona que te acompaña a sacar un crédito y sirve de respaldo financiero. Okay? No one does that. Okay, instead of saying, I'm sorry, I'm broke, you could say, I'm sorry, I can't do it. This answer is pretty generic, alright? You could also say, I'm sorry, I don't have extra money to lend you. Okay? Or, I'm sorry, those jobs vacancies have been taken. This is the perfect answer for this question. Do you mind offering me some job opportunities? Well, you could say, I'm sorry, those jobs vacancies have been taken. And If you ask somebody to be your guarantor, that person could say, I'm sorry, I'm not able to do it for you now. No estoy capacitado para hacerlo por ti ahora, o no puedo hacerlo por ti ahora. Okay? Well, this is a complicated situation, I think. All right? Well, let's duet this conversation. Come on. I go first. Do you mind being my guarantor, please? Okay, I understand. Thank you. Well, now you go first. Come on, do it. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Very good. All right. This is all for this video class. See you.